This is Kashiwanoha Parkrun, which has one of Tokyo's quickest and most beautiful courses. On this glorious morning, my brother and I are giving it a crack as fatigued tourists on holiday. However, there was a bit of a commute to get there as we had to get up at 5 AM to catch the Japanese subway. As this is only my second YouTube video, here's a bit of an introduction to myself. My name is William Way, I'm 16 years old from Sydney, Australia, and I absolutely live for running. And though I'm not the most talented in the sport, I train a hell of a lot to get as fast as possible. I've been making content on Instagram for a bit over a month now, and I've amassed over 700 followers, so go check that out if you haven't already. At the time of recording this video in October 2025, I have a PB in the 5k of 16:27, but my PB in the version of me you're seeing on screen right now, on May the 3rd, has a PB of 16:40. My brother, Tian, who is there next to me, is also an avid runner, and he's a bit behind me with a PB of 17:54 at the time of our trip to Japan, but has since reduced that to 17:37. The week leading up to this race, I went absolutely crazy and ran around Japan like a madman, banging out the most kilometres I've ever done, over 100 Ks. Tian and I have been running every day, exploring Japan, but we've had to do this in the early mornings, so we have been getting absolutely shocking sleep quality. With this, along with my massive mileage, it's safe to say that I was just coming into this run to have a good hit out and have some fun. However, Tian is coming into this race a little more primed than I am, and hungry to beat his 5k PB of 17:54 today. Let's see if he can do it. After having a rest on the train for a good hour, we arrived at Kashiwanoha, but we still had to catch a bus to get to the venue. Then we had a bit of a walk which took us through the park we were going to be running in. The race was set to start at 8 AM, but we arrived at about 7, which gave us plenty of time to settle in and get our warm-ups done, which included a 3-kilometre jog and some stretches. Finally, it was time to race, and after the briefing, the race director got us started at 8 o'clock on the dot. We got out pretty quick, with it being immediately clear that there was no shortage of depth in the field. But let's just take a moment to appreciate the awesome atmosphere of Parkrun and all these people coming together on a Saturday morning to run. By the way guys, make sure you stick around to the end of this video for some epic bonus Japanese content. Just look at this majestic park with its beautiful landscape and all the luscious greenery as we come through. We haven't even reached 1 kilometre yet, but the leaders are flying and have already gapped Tian and I by a fair amount as we sit in 5th and 6th position. Kashiwanoha Parkrun is a 3-lap course, with each lap being 1.6 kilometres long. It is almost completely flat as you can see from this elevation profile, so it is certainly a fast course. There were 91 participants today, which is a great turnout for Japanese parkruns, and it is magnificent to see everyone giving it their best. Anyway, here's the first lap, and the leaders are coming through fast, having split the first K in 3:19. Fast forward a bit, and here I am sitting comfortably behind the man in the blue shirt, while Tian has fallen back a few seconds. I split the first K in 3:31, which felt pretty good. Now I must take a moment to give my appreciation to Mum and Dad, who are not only recording this amazing footage of the race, but for planning this holiday to Japan and giving so much of their time and energy for us to enjoy this trip and do all this running. For this I am incredibly grateful, so I cannot thank them enough. Observe this beautiful angle my mum has found as the leaders come through the 2nd kilometre in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, looking amazing. There's 4th and 5th working hard to try to close the gap. Here's myself a fair while behind, still sticking like glue to the guy in front, who I can sense is beginning to tire. And there's my brother, who is clearly not feeling too bad in his PB attempt, as he interestingly still has the energy to give a salute. If he's feeling this good, a PB is surely on the menu for him. So far, he's split 3:31 and 3:36 for the first 2 kilometres, so he's on pace, but only by the skin of his teeth. Here's the second lap, and the leaders have gone through the 3rd kilometre in 3:26. And here I am almost a minute later and in 5th position after overtaking the man in the blue shirt and splitting my 3rd K in 3:35. There's my brother not far behind, only 2 positions back and hanging on with a 3rd K in 3:36. By the way guys, if you're enjoying this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting subscribe. This video took a big effort for me to make and I'd appreciate the support. Every single like helps me out and lets me know that people are actually watching my content so that I can get the encouragement to continue making more of these banging videos. Thank you guys so much and let's get back to the race. Here's the 4K mark and first place seems to have dropped second with a split of 3:26. This whole race I've been doing aerobically amazing with my breathing all under control. However, my legs have got absolutely no pop today and I simply cannot find it within me to go any faster. I guess this is what happens to your muscles when you've run 100 kilometers in the past week but haven't been getting sufficient sleep. But here I am, still managing to run 3:34 for the 4th kilometer and maintaining very consistent splits. There's Tian right behind me and still able to make a salute.
In here, hurry up, number 6.
Thanks Mum for your encouragement and letting us know what position we're in. Anyway, Tian has been pacing his run extremely evenly with a 4th kilometer of 3:35. Here is the 3rd and final lap where everyone takes a left turn into the final finishing straight to top off the 5k. There's first place in the red rolling through smoothly to get the win. Here's second not far behind. Third in the yellow, and 4th in the grey. While we wait an eternity for myself to turn up, let me take a moment to thank the incredible volunteers that made this parkrun possible. Without these guys, the amazing experience of everyone coming together at 8 AM to run would simply not be possible. So to all people who have ever volunteered at a parkrun, thank you so much. Here I am finally, over a minute behind first place, but I have made a fatal error as I went down the wrong lane, causing me to miss the finish line and ultimately have my finishing time delayed. Here's Tian about 15 seconds behind me in 7th place, actually going the right way and finishing strong with the last kilometer of 3:31. Here's a better view of the lanes so you can see exactly what I did wrong. I was meant to go through the big obvious path in the middle, but like an idiot, I decided to go into the shady looking lane on the left for some reason. Better me than Tian though, as he was on his PB attempt. Here are the official parkrun results. First place ran a blazing time of 16:30, with myself running about 17:49 for the course. I would have come 5th, but I was only recorded to have placed 10th, with a time of 18:33. Tian came through the finish line in 6th place with a time of 18 minutes and 4 seconds, which was 10 seconds off his PB of 17:54. However, the course was a little long for him, and his GPS read 17:49 for the 5k, so he walked away happy to take it as his PB. Let me know in the comments if you think it's valid to take GPS time over the official parkrun time. I personally think that it is certainly questionable. There were 91 runners today and an astounding 22 people ran under 20 minutes. Only in Japan do you see this level of depth in the times. Here's the finish line and I am absolutely kicking myself for making that stupid mistake. Enjoy this lovely view of the park, including some happy baseball kids, videoed by my mother, while Tian and I did a few more laps of the park for our cool down, with myself doing an extra 5.5 kilometers. Make what you will of that, but I think that definitely indicates some kind of addiction. After that, we went to the park cafe to get some food after a long and strenuous morning. We both got the same thing, and I'm not exactly sure what the dish is called, but it's mainly just a kind of sweet potato rice with melted cheese on top, maybe some meat, and a raw egg, which is something from Japan I still miss dearly.
今天完成你的心愿了，怎么样啊？牛牛这个跑的环境挺好，是不是？
再过几天再来一次吧。
但是我觉得还是那个不赖的比较漂亮。
这个还得太漂亮了。
太漂亮了哈！它不会让你觉得很无聊，对吗？天天就老有 scenery。过几年以后长大，哥哥弟弟上大学了，你们俩可以一起来了，是吧？天天。
住这吧。
天天。
If I had to live in Japan, I'd live in the city. So. 我在日本住，我在大城市。
他会在大城市住。
谁都愿意在这住。
年轻人都喜欢大城市。
谁都愿意住到外头，没有人愿意住在 city center。
没礼拜六在这跑。没礼拜六在这跑。
日本人到你那儿每个礼拜都想到 city park 里面跑。你也是你park，这park。
To be fair, City Park is like big people at this.
今天那你们两个都工作了以后，或者有 free time 哈，William 以后也有工作了，你们两个可以在这儿住1个月 holiday 是吧？
I don't know, really.
Holiday 住1个月。
Then we shared a cake, which was very nice.
It's like a cheesecake. Looks like a cheesecake.
Tian also got a glass of milk. However, he made a rookie error as he asked for ice, which literally made up half a drink. We left the park after that and went to the local mall at about 10:30 a.m. to buy some food for a picnic.
食物太方便了。
As my mum was saying, Japanese stores are absolutely amazing. Just look at the variety of ready-to-eat meals on offer. How good is Japan, right?
我们觉得今天我们就吃点这个 picnic， 不去吃餐馆了。我们。
Here's some delicious pastries we bought as well.
好，我们吃一些小野餐啊，这小鸡肉串。
带线了吗？
素食。
没带，因为我以为要回家呢。
牛牛开始了，这小饭团，大家爱吃什么自己吃什么。有筷子东边，每人1个筷子。牛牛喜欢吗？这个方式 ，picnic 的方式是吧？咱们什么都体验，就天天。希望你跟爱丽丝能推荐给你好吃的中午，是吧，天天？2个孩子跑步都饿了，饿得早了。这是一个社区的一个购物中心。今天天气特别好，天天对吧？昨天大暴雨就完了。
That was a fantastic feast, and we followed it up by shopping in the mall for a while before leaving the city. But that's everything from our experience of taking part in Kashiwanoha Parkrun in Japan. Overall, it was an amazing time there, and thanks once again to all the volunteers, as well as Mum and Dad, who made it all possible. Just as importantly though, to all of you for watching to the end, and make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that jazz to support me on my journey on YouTube. Please check me out on Instagram as well for even more content. That's all for this video, and with that, I'll leave you all with my outro. That is, where there's a will, there's a way. Mum, I told you have to hold it. So shit. Oh my god.
William 有气哭了。啊，William。William。哦。然后一个什么？Thank you 。对不起啊。
That's like what the fuck's going on?
Oh, yes,
Oh, thank you.